Hey Pam. Yeah. You have a copy of Mopping Up Karma? There must be one here. Let me show it. There has to be one in your stash. Yay. Okay. Going on. Here is sitting for us. Oh great. I would keep it funny. Oh yeah. Good thinking. Good God. Everybody's out on a motorbike today. The bird mobiles out there. What? Yeah. Yeah, I know. Fucking hell. Oh my God! I've been away and there's 18 people on. I've been hearing me saying fucking hell and fucking hell live. Completely impromptu. Look, I have Karma, the Russian ballerina today. I've come to be here with you to tell you a little bit about how it was that I danced with Kirov. No, I'm actually just looking. Hey, Stephanie! Good afternoon! How great. Can you believe this? Fucking green shoes. What the fuck? Pride of my... They're also... I'm into buying things like secondhand now. I'm like hunting down secondhand things that I love that no one else really wants, like overly powerful coloured boots and stuff. Shit like that. You know, hey! Frank Lapassus. Lapassus. Bonjour, Frank. Or should I say bonsoir? En France. Sylvia Paul Svensson. What? Howdy, all the way from Westwood. Fucking hell. Long way, Joel. Hey, how are you doing? So good to see you, Thomas Glazer. Sylvia Paul Svensson. Yes, it is, in fact. There you are. Got the old leaf out. Hi, honey. Brenda Scott, thank God you're on. Kevin, two sons in the house. Bonsoir. Doug Nixon, mate. Hello, down under. How you doing, mate? It's tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. and I think Doug Nixon beats the rest of you motherfuckers when it comes to getting up to watch, for fuck's sake. David Morales, hey baby. It's bloody hot here in Denver. Yeah, it's hot in LA. It is. That's why I'm wearing such a relaxed outfit. David Swifty Bringle. Love that. Excellent, said Mr. Burns. I don't know what you mean. Hello, yeah. Oh, yes, Brenda's out of Facebook monthly sentence. Well done. Scott Thorne. Ocean City. Hang on. MD is... What is MD? Maryland? Help me. Naoko Kamagishi. There you go. Hello, my love. Naoko. Kate Hills, there you go. Hey, Kate. Woo! It's all I can say. Woo! And a toss of that. All right, this is it. Okay, so the hair. There are two things that this could mean, my hair right now. Oh, I've seen something out of place. Fuck's sake. Scott, Maryland. I was right. Bollocking hell, I'm good. Hi, Judith Owen here, talking to Judith Owen from I've Got a Fair in Kalamazoo, zoo. Yeah. Winner. Yeah. Hi, Alison Bissett. Strangely hot in Glasgow. What? Are you seeing to me now? Good. Florida's in. My ding-a-ling. Well, that's absolutely between you and your God, Eric. But anyway, Philip McGuire just made it, thank fuck. Ulf. Hey, Sweden's in the house. So the hair. Either I love having my hair like this so you can see the bones. Or I haven't washed my hair since the first time I had my hair like this. I'm going to leave that for you to decide upon. There's no, there's no critique here. Believe me, I'm not, there's no judgment is the word I'm looking for. Lee's video, yeah. A minute of utter joy. We didn't start without you. I'm just doing my usual bullshit. Oh my God, Alison. I thought MD was my ding-a-ling. I'm just going to stop you right there, okay? My ding-a-ling should never have been written, and it was. And that's the end of it. So, sorry, UK. How is it, Philip? Hello. Milwaukee. Hello, darlings. It's bloody hot in LA. It really is. It is monster hot. But I believe I've been told it's hot in Glasgow. So the places that you would expect, for fuck's sake, there to be some relief and some release from the heat. No,
Glasgow's on fire. On fire! It's not even 2 o'clock yet, and look at you, 35 people are on talking to me before I even start. Don't worry, didn't start without you. I'm just getting myself into rant mode. I'm building up slowly, 0 to 60 in 5 minutes. So that's all I'm doing. Chuck Berry did my ding-a-ling. Who wants to play with my ding-a-ling? Yep, love Chuck Berry. Chuckers, amazing guy, in spite of all his proclivities. Thunderstorms in London. Well, thank fuck I'm not there is all I can say. I'd be really pissed. Gabriele Nicotra is watching from New Orleans. This is great. Hola! Pow! Zonoiki. Is it Zonoiki? Zonoik or Zonoiki? Susan Owen is on, therefore I can now begin. My sister is on. There you go. So I came either as an incredible, I said, akin as Kirov Ballet, prima ballerina in my, and dance for you later and tell you stories of what it's like to have sex with homosexual. No, this is good. I came in my balletic look, but here I am. That's all I can say. Hey, Bennett, if it's Wednesday, it must be Judith Owen. Fucking hell, it's true. Now, hi from Rochester, New York. I'm just building up. Oh, let's hear Joseph 3. I know. Ciao, Bella, Seattle. Richmond Park is open. We've just been, Lee and I, we've just been 3 days in the studio having recorded, I have to say, all the songs that I wrote for you. I said the last time on Sunday that this is what we're going to do. I cannot tell you how thrilled I am at the outcome, how it sounds. Some of you heard little snippets that Lee put up. Later today, I'm going to put up a minute and more of us in the studio with a little message to you. I go back in tomorrow and Friday, but honestly, just remarkable. I'm thrilled. It's working with Lee is just it's a joy. Working with Lee, working with Pedro, they're amazing guys. But what we're going to do is we're going to actually, because these are time sensitive, I'm actually going to put these versions, these duet versions out now. Right now, and that's what it might be called, right now, because it's about the times that we are in right now, and it needs to go out right now. So I think you've got the point. I'm going to put these out and then produce them fully and have other stuff going on them and release them later in the year, but this has to come out as an EP because it makes sense to. So please watch out for these videos I'm going to put out from the studio. Look, he's saving his pennies already, says Mike. I love this. Masahiko Kazuka. Hey, Kazuha. Hey, how you doing? Martina Bagley, Tony, Chris Graham, my darling. Yeah. So there's music coming very soon. I reckon we can get something out in a couple of weeks. But in the meantime, I might just put something up on the website. Tell me if you think this is a good idea of one of these songs. If you've heard what Lee posted, you'll be shocked like I was. Hey, Hannah. Hey, David. You'll be shocked. Hey, Chris. Hurrah, indeed. You've heard the songs. I wrote them for this. Those people, Fork in the Road, Italy Unbroken, Karen, Morally Delinquent, otherwise known as Shit for Brains. So, yeah, they're all going to go up. I'm going to release them soon. And, it's... I think I might call it Right Now with a W. Just to be so fucking clever. Anyway, I think I'm going to... there is a magic. There is a magic. There's a magic. Lee and I, there's a magic. There's no doubt. There's something about a bass and piano that is truly spectacular. I think it's because of it resonates with the most important part of the instrument to me, which is the bottom end of the piano. And so it's that sound, the strings of a bass, the strings of a piano. It's absolutely fucking gorgeous. I'm going to start. Okay, we'll let everybody else catch up, shall we? Let's let everybody else. Yeah. Yes. Is that not an executive order against that? Yeah, they're enjoying themselves too much. It's wrong. It's wrong. It's fucking wrong. They're enjoying themselves too much. I don't like it at all. That must be stopped right now. So here we go. Today's theme. Today's, for fuck's sake, I'm calling Oh, the Irony. When I was looking for some songs to play today, because, I'm going through my back catalogue. Ouch. I'm going through my back catalogue, And I'd spoken to my sister Susan about this and what songs to do, and she'd said, why don't you do that song that you did at my wedding that you wrote for me? And it is one of the best songs. Yeah, I say this every time, but it is actually, you know, I write songs for the people I love. I write songs about life. I write songs for the people I love. And basically, this song is very, very important. I will tell you why. And the story that goes with it, which is really important, I think. So this is a throwback to a record that I made at Capitol Records. It was truly a superb and remarkable time for me. I'd not long been in LA, and I'd come over here to be with Harry, of course, and to marry Harry, who didn't know who the fuck I was anyway. You know that story. Catch up. And I found myself meeting, thanks to a friend of mine called Liz Heller, meeting Glenn Ballard, who came to a show of mine at a place called Luna Park. And he got me, got my music, got the whole thing, fell in love, thought that there was that Brit thing with Joni thing with classical. He got it. And he signed me to a new label that he had, an imprint label, you know, a boutique label on Capitol Records, which was called Java. Now, he'd just come off the Alanis Morissette High, the huge, you know, because he wrote those songs with her and produced her. So he was a very powerful man. And so Gary Gersh was the president of Capitol. This is a story I've never told anybody, by the way, until now, outside of my own family. So I'm going to basically, I'm going to share this one with you because it's a doozy. And all musicians hearing this and listening to this story will understand completely and utterly how this is, because this has happened to us all. So I'm signed to a label by Glenn Ballard, who has an imprint, has a boutique label on Capitol, that the president of which is Gary Gersh. Now, within a matter of months of me having the most heavenly time, can you imagine going to work every day and going into the Capitol studios, Studio A, where Frank Sinatra, by the way, did all of his recordings? How ridiculous is that? And Ella and Nat King Cole, I recorded it on Nat King Cole's piano, complete with the burn marks from his cigarette at the end of the keyboard, for fuck's sake. And Ella and the Beatles and everybody else that has recorded in there. It was bonkers. And it was such a joy to be working with Glenn, and such a joy to be working with a guy called Cliff Magnus, who I was doing the majority of the work with, co-writing with, pre-production, production, and then in the studio, full orchestra. I mean, just astounding days. So that was my life. Cut to Gary Gersh is fired. Now, I know, I can hear the of every musician that might be watching this. Gary Gersh is let go. He's given the golden handshake, which is not the same as a golden shower, by the way. Don't get those too confused. For fuck's sake. He's given a golden handshake and goes on and all that kind of shit. And another guy comes in, and this man is called Roy Lott. And Roy Lott worked for Clive Davis, that's right. He was Clive Davis's money man over at Arista. And he was sent over to Capitol Records to slim down Capitol and to basically cut off the fat and to turn it pretty much into a catalogue, you know, a library of back catalogue. That's really all they wanted to do, and to keep the studios, and that was it. So everybody was gone. And that was it. And we're all jumping through hoops, and everybody's trying to keep their job, and it's tense and horrible. And he loves my music. I appear to be have made the only record. Which, by the way, here's when you know you're fucked. Is when the head of marketing says to you, if this record doesn't sell upwards of 3 million, then there's something really wrong with the business. There is something really wrong with the business. I rant. And at that point, when he said that, there was a in the room, gasp, because everybody that knows what the business is like, and everyone that's been through this at least once in their lives, or musicians who've been signed, know what this feels like. It's like, oh, fuck. Within days of that man saying that, Roy Lott came in, and the shit hit the fan. Covered in shit. Fan shit. And so we jumped through hoops, and it turns out that there was no way to really win Mr. Lott over. And I remember I remember after this time of laughter and joy and wonder, all that history in that incredible place. And I met Richard Thompson there, for fuck's sake. He was in the studio next to me, in Studio B, recording, and he heard me and I heard him, and I'm a huge fan anyway. And he said, come in and sing. It was on Mock Tudor. And I went in and sang, and then reciprocated and back and forth. And that was the beginning of our incredible relationship. And so much greatness came from those years. But sadly, I got the call the day before my birthday. I got the call, and the call said, from Glenn Ballard, who was absolutely, I could hear just the horror and small death in his voice. He said, it's over, Jude. It's done. It's over. Java is over. It's closed. It's done. We cannot, hey Pedro, we cannot come back. We can't survive. That's it. It's over. And like that, I remember being on the balcony of this house and turning, and my dad and my sister coming out and saying, are you okay? And I went, yeah, it's just, And I remember thinking, well, of course it went wrong. That's what I deserve, Of course it did. The other shoe dropped. Because I was not completely okay at that point, you see. I was doing better, and of course being, recording at Capitol and being in that situation was making me healthier than I'd ever been. But I still had the good child thing, that we've spoken about before, or I've ranted about, where I thought I was always waiting for the other shoe to drop, I was always waiting, like Trip and Tumble says. I was always waiting for it to go wrong because, of course, isn't that what I deserved? Wasn't that, God forbid that I would be angry at this schmuck for ruining my fucking life. Anyway, I accepted it. Harry was apoplectic. He was apoplectic. I was like, well, it's hard and yeah. No, because I just thought, well, I deserved it. Anyway, cut to about a year later, we're at a basketball game. We are at, I guess it was the Staples Center, wasn't it? Must have been. And we are there and we're watching the Lakers and somebody else, God knows who. And I'm sitting there, and sitting in front of me walks in Roy Lott. Roy, if you're watching, Roy Lott walks in and he sits in front of me with his wife and 2 kids. And I'm sitting there in shock, and Harry's like, for fuck's sake. And I'm looking around the corner because I'm in shock. And right around the end, towards a part, where the turn in the court goes, I look around and there's the guy that said if this doesn't sell upwards of 3 million, plus some other VPs from Capitol, and their jobs are all gone now as well, for fuck's sake. And they've got pints of beer in their hands and they're looking at me and they're doing this. Now, Harry said, do it! Throw a beer over his fucking head! Actually, Harry said, say to one of his children and his wife, your husband ruined my life. But I can't do shit like that. I couldn't then. If that was me today, and I was in a basketball game or match, and that man, or anybody that hurt me that much and been so bad, and I'll tell you why, it gets worse, but I'll share that in the second song. Today, I might even have made a trip to the bathroom and that, you see, there's a difference. There's a difference in who I am today and who I was then. But, and so it was absolutely such a shocking thing to have happen. So I'm listening to the song I'm about to play you from what would become Mopping Up Karma. This is the one. This is the Capitol Records with me there as Bodicea holding my mop and pan, because basically it felt like I was fucking well mopping up karma. Thank you. So, I'm listening to these songs and I thought, good God, this is so oh the irony moment. I've chosen 2 songs that are oh the irony right now. This is a song, remember I said I met Tony Bennett and went out for dinner with him and his son, another one that's managed by his son. And of course I'm fishing for stories about the mob and Frank and what was it like in those times and all shady and blah, blah, blah. And what Tony Bennett, who, as we all know, is an amazing painter, says to me, is throw yourself into life. Life is your school. It can be awful, but you need to find the beauty in it. You need to find the beauty in it. Go out there, find it, and tell everyone about it. And it was just like, in your art. So that's all I could get out. Now, at the time, I was a bit of an expat snob. You know, I was one of those Brits who would go hiking. I'd come down to the beach and I'd go for a walk on the beach wearing black leathers because I was basically determined not to change for culture or climate. I was still dressing in my armour and I longed to feel the joy and the sunshine in the outdoor life and the beauty. But most of the time, it was so beautiful, it just reminded me how fucking unhappy I was, you know, up here and how not well I was. Isn't that the damn irony? Good grief. So I wrote this song about that meeting with Tony Bennett, about the life and the world I wasn't able to join in. Now today, this song is about a world and a life I'm not allowed to join in. Not if I want to, you know, stay free of COVID-19. So, oh, the fucking irony, for fuck's sake. Here is that song. It's called Get Into It. It's what I wish I could do right now. I think it's what we all want to do. You know, the weather's getting better, it's getting beautiful, and we all want to get on that beach, and we all want to be hanging out and getting on the surfboards and on our bogey boards and getting in the water without masks, don't we? But we can't. So let's just think about this and maybe what it's going to be like when we can. And this is for the old me and for Tony Bennett. Such a dark place. I've been a phony and a fool, just to fool everybody who said that they loved me, and I spat out the food that I was too afraid to swallow. I've been locked up in this attic, this jealous lover of a brain, and I've tried so hard to get a little sunshine. Yes, I've tried so hard to break the cycle of pain, cause this muscle man on the beach suffers down in southern heaven. I wanna tell him, get into it, baby. Do whatever you can. Come on, get into it, baby. Every woman, every man, enjoy your life. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I was talking with a legend. I was feeling like a young fool around about 14, and I asked him of his secret to success. He said, each day's a lesson and life is your school, cause there's beauty out on the beach. It's concrete, but it could be heaven. Get up there and tell them, get into it, baby. Do whatever you can. Come on, get into it, baby. Every woman, every man, enjoy your life. My son walking down on the beach. Went back to see my old school. The houses where it stood full of people, full of worries. I said goodbye to my old school and my old life. I got on a plane, I was a woman in a hurry. Back to muscle men on the beach, surfers down in surfing heaven. So much that they could teach me. I'm gonna join them, I'm gonna tell them. Get into it, baby. Do whatever. Into it, baby. Every woman, every man, enjoy your life. Enjoy your life. Enjoy your lost connection there for a second. Yeah. Rocking. Thank you, Steve. We lost connection. Are we back? Hey, Sean. Hey, Cos. Guys, are we back? Hey, Sue. We're back. Oh, we're back. This is good. This is good. So, like I said, the record was... I remember Glenn saying, we'll try and get the record back, thank you everyone, thank you. We'll get the record back, he said. I'll get you the record back. We'll get the record back. We'll get the record back. I did not get the record back. I had to buy the record back. I had to buy my record back. And the reason I had to is because I went for a meeting with Roy Lott, and he told me that he thought the record was a huge, huge hit record. And that he thought the next song I'm about to play was an absolute monster hit. But that on the one hand, he could let me take it to another label, but then what if it was a hit he thought it was, then he'd get egg on his face. And that was why it was better for him to just shelve it. So I bought it back, and it's all good, because the first thing that happened the minute I bought it back was that there was this show called Charmed, and they used this song in it. They featured the entirety of the song, in fact, and it made a whopping great pile of money for me. In addition to that, a marvellous man called Mike Scully was a huge fan of mine. He, a producer on The Simpsons, and unbeknownst to Harry, thank fuck, because you know, nepotism can be revolting. It turns out that he once threw away the line to me of, I'm going to write you into one of the Simpson episodes singing one of your songs from this album. And I went, yeah. 2 years later, of course, I get the phone call from Korea. We need headshot. We need a headshot. We are drawing you. And yes, in fact, I was on The Simpsons with a giant nose, huge eyes, big lips, ridiculous. And was one of the highlights, singing another of the songs from this. So actually what happened was it bought itself back a few times over, plus it bought me the greatest piano I've ever owned in my entire life, the one you've seen me play, the other one, yes, my fabulous C7, and actually also a Ford Excursion. So, you know, don't feel bad. It may not have reached the megatude of success, but God knows, this song particularly has been heard by millions upon millions upon millions of people, and that makes me incredibly happy. You know, I wrote it for my sister Sue's watching, and at the time, again, you see, I'd moved 6,000 miles, and it was to say to her, I've moved 6,000 miles to be mentally well, to get help, to be the person I know I can be, but I am always with you. Distance, it means nothing. I am always with you. Of course, now, here's the second, oh, the irony section of this. Now it means I can't get to you even if I fucking wanted to, and I do want to be with you right now, but I am still always with you in spite of the distance. So it's an enforced version. So, you know, I'm going to sing it for all of us who can't travel, especially if you're in different countries. I know Julia Forden's just gone over to be with her mum, and I'm hoping her mum's going to be okay. But this is for the Fordham girls too. But it's tough. It's tough, and then you got to do the 2 weeks, you know. Oh God, isolation and everything else. But for all of us who can't see those people we love and want to send this message that we're with them, we love them, we are here. Time, distance means nothing. Here is a song that I'm still proud to this day. And, you know, Roy Lott, I wish I poured the beer on you. Here it is. I promise you. In the morning, when I wake, dear, your memory comforts me. In the darkness, when I'm frightened, I can see you in my dreams. Though I'm far, dear, though we're parted, I know the time can change nothing. So if you feel alone, and if your hope is gone, just remember all these things I promise you. I will heaven. I will heaven.
It may take one life, it may take forever, but I promise you, as I sail through stormy seas, dear, you come to steal my heart. As I walk through the path of danger, you lead me through the dark. Though I'm afar, dear, though we're parted, I know that time can change nothing. So if you feel alone, and if your hope is gone, just remember all the things I promise you. I will move heaven. I will move hell and earth to be where you are. I will move heaven. It may take one life, it may take forever, but I promise
Thank you all. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. It's my absolute pleasure to sing that for you. And I haven't done for so long. I haven't sung either of those songs for such a long time. If you want them, you know where to get them. Where is she? Where is she? Where's Bodicea? There she is. There she is. Oh yeah. And yes, I've always been a bit of a one for theatrics. Yes, indeed. Mopping Up Karma, in fact, yeah. Has the best line, I think, one of the best lines I've ever written, which was, she was a girl who loved drama, but today she's just mopping up karma. Sums me up so much. Well, like I said, it's been an incredible week in the studio. 7 songs in 3 days. We will do an early duet release, and then we'll do the full production when I can get together with Pedro to release later in the year, and everything that needs to go on it. But in the meantime, look out for those. I'm going to post some things starting today from the studio for sure. I'll also be in again tomorrow and the next day. So thank you. Oh, I saw you in Milan. Oh, how lovely. Oh my gosh, that's wonderful. Yeah? Thank you, Pedro. Bravo, indeed. Until I see you, let's just, can I say it again? Let's not rush back into getting into it just yet. We all want to so badly. I want to so badly. I want to rush down onto that beach and hurl myself into the water and hang out with the surfers, but don't fucking do it unless you are literally by yourself with a mask on in a full body condom. I hope that you're all going to take care of yourself, look after yourselves. That is Harry's bass from Mighty Wind. In fact, that's the electric version of the double bass that he took on the road with him for Martha, or Mark, Shub to play. Yeah, well done for spotting that. Absolutely. I will see you guys on Sunday. And can we all just say a big for fuck's sake until then? I'm glad I shared that story with you. I feel like I've got weight off my chest finally. I hope someone will share it with Roy Lott for me. And my loves, take care of yourselves until Sunday. This has been For Fuck's Sake with me, Judith Owen. Love you guys. Take care. Mwah. Bye.